rituals are powerful. And from rituals, new story begin. Because stone have also story. They say sometimes that the stones are like Mother Earth bones. So there's lots of memory in the stones. River has story. The trees, the oak have stories. So yeah, listen. There is lots of voices.
Welcome to the Passing Through Podcast, a show dedicated to exploring those spaces not just within, but also between and around us. The cracks in the walls, the moments between the moments. I speak with thinkers, authors, artists, teachers, and everyday humans who have touched the edge of the ordinary and found something to bring back. This week on the Passing Through podcast, I'm joined by Robert Rient, a powerful voice at the intersection of activism, spirituality, and environmental justice. I had the good fortune and privilege of holding Robert's first interview in English. And Robert has a long list of accolades. He is the founder of the Odra Person Foundation and the visionary behind the movement to recognize Poland's Odra River as a legal person. You might have heard me talking about that in a previous episode. He also established the Odra Tribe and organized the Great March for Odra. Beyond his environmental and activist work, Robert is an author, a freelance journalist, covering the climate crisis and therapeutic methods of working with the body, emotions, and spirit. He also runs the Shamanism School, where he hosts intuitive and embodied healing ceremonies, intuitive dance ceremonies, as well as shamanic ritual and other ceremonies. He's the creator of the Peaceful Love podcast and a regular contributor to Sens magazine. This conversation weaves through deep waters: the rights of nature, spiritual activism, ritual, and the art of reconnecting with the earth, spirit, and ourselves. All of the places where you can find Robert will be in the show notes. As always, be good to one another, and here we go. Okay, Robert Rient, welcome to the Passing Through podcast. It's great to have you.
Thank you.
So before we get started, I just wanted to check in and see if there's anything that you wanted to share with the listeners or you would like them to know about you before we start talking.
For sure, and thank you for that. My mother's language is Polish. I work in Polish language, and words are very important to me because I'm a writer, I'm an activist. I also work as a shamanic practitioner with words, so they are very important to me. And my English is very easy. I can't express everything what I want to express. I make lots of mistakes. I don't understand like past, present, or simple, or my grammar is terrible. So everybody who listening, please forgive me. And if you just can't handle it, just find another English speaker. But yeah, I have lots of limitation in English. Lots of them are in my mind, but I wanted to be, for me, it's very important to understand and to express as clear as it's possible. And it is just not possible for me in English as I do it in Polish. So I will definitely make mistakes, and please remember it when you will listen.
Thank you. And I think my listeners will be very accepting, and I hope we could put your mind at ease a little bit. But this topic is very interesting. Language, this topic of language, because it's a tool that we have to express ourselves and to make a map of the world. And language to me seems so alive. Language itself is animated. And I wonder if you have similar thoughts about language. Does language live on the lips and tongues of people who speak it, or does it live on pages in a book? Languages can live and languages can die, and it's very interesting, this topic of language.
Of course, and I would love to speak to you in Polish. I have so many thoughts. For me, it is tool and also bridge to someone. And I also very respect spells. I don't know how correctly to say it in English, but in Polish I work with spells. They are always good, but they are sometimes very challenging. And I try to sometimes translate it to English, and it wasn't possible because I think every tool, every language have some unique flavor, and it is just not possible. And I know in spirit world there is place where I don't belong to any words, or I'm not slave to any word, or any words cannot touch me. It is very hard to go there or to stay there for a long time, but it is possible to be there sometimes. And I think wild animals and wild nature can support us when we are honest with ourselves and nature, to like teach how to for a moment forget about the mind. But I very much respect the words. I think the stories are fundamental to what is happening right now, what is happening with wars, with refugees, with destroying nature, with climate crisis. If we believe in story, we follow the story. And in shamanism, also stories are very powerful. Old stories, people gathering around fire or water. We are hungry for stories. We like Netflix and books, and everywhere are stories. And stories are also fundamental for my work. When I was in Burkina Faso, the tree told me that there are only four stories, and I work from many years only with these four stories, using words and not words. And the first story, this is story of others people, like teachers and parents and politics. And this is one story of others. The other story is story of me, ego, my identity. This is my story, how I believe, how I treat, when I begin, where I am right now. The third story, it is story of mind, like a little like computer, all the time working, processing. And the fourth story is the story of spirits. And the tree told me, if you want to really listen the story of spirits, you have to learn the first three stories and somehow leave this story for a moment, or forget about the story, recognize and forget, and then you can hear. So you need to find the place of silence between the first three stories. Yeah. So yeah, answering your question, words are beautiful. I love words. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for touching on so many things there, because I have some questions for you, and one of them is actually about the power and importance of story. So we can get there, and I think I'm happy that it's in the field, and you're volunteering
Mm,
this information. But before we go there, something you said was interesting. You were talking about how there's the story of spirit,
mm,
a quality of language that spirit or spirits have. And I guess that is not verbal, or is it? So I'm wondering a little bit more about this
yeah.
aspect.
So the story of spirits almost all the time work like a phone inside body. My old teacher Malidoma Patrick Some, shamans from Burkina Faso, from Dagara tribe, he used this metaphor that when spirit wants something from you, they use your body, and you have many different, like not vibration but sensation, and it is like phone calling to you. Sometimes it is pleasure, sometimes it's pain, sometimes it's tension. Very often this is ill and sickness when you don't answer this phone. And in modern world, we very often don't understand what's happening, but we feel something, especially when we experience trauma when we was young, and if we have difficult childhood, we can have sensation from like past experience, not necessarily from spirits. But spirits, this is like all my body, it is like ear for spirits. So spirits talk through all my body. And from my experience, because I run shamanic school and make a workshop and trainings and work with more than 1,000 people in many tribes, and I see that lots of people expect visions. They want to have visions, like during some ceremony with plants. I don't work with plants with people. I don't give people anything. It's not necessary to feel very strong spirits, but they expect visions or they want to hear something, and they ignore body, and body speaks. But for me, my way to listen is through body, through vision, and also sometimes through words, and sometimes through computer and Zoom and phone, because also modern mind like ignore modern time. Lots of people expect that shamanism will be somewhere far away in indigenous culture, not in Poland, Germany, Netherlands. Like, we forget about our land, our stones, our river. They are alive. They have spirits. They are maybe forgotten, but they live. They want to communicate. So the first for me is body. And when I teach or run workshop, not teach, but try to take people to spirits, for me it's very important to leave people in silence and be sober, with water, with dance, with drums, with silence again, and they can leave story of others, leave my story, leave story of mine, and start to listen through body, and something strange, sometimes very sensitive, sometimes very chaotic start to happen, and it can be powerful. And if spirits have plans for human, they wanted, for example, like make human shamanic practitioner, there is no escape. So they will call, they will use body, they will give illness, and you have to answer this phone. And if you don't do it, you can be very sick or even die or lost your mind, or make lots of mistakes treating yourself like a sick person, and maybe you are healthy in this place. Does it make sense?
Hmm.
Because I'm
Yeah.
struggle with my English, so not perfect. In Polish it sounds so much better, but yeah.
Yeah, to me it makes sense, and I understand your frustration. But to me, not only does it make sense, but it's very interesting, and it inspires other questions. Because I imagine, let's say I'm a person listening to this, and I say, you know what, this resonates with me.
Mm,
This is true. I do feel there is a language in my body that is trying to communicate things to me, but I don't know what it is trying to tell me. I might feel stomach pain. I might get headaches all the time. I might have weak wrists or elbows or something. And I can recognize something is in my body, but maybe I don't know what the spirits are trying to tell me. And the question that I have is, how do we begin to understand the language that the spirits use our bodies to tell us? How do we use this big ear that you described to listen better and know what they want us to do?
mm. I will start with respect mind and body and what is human. Very often people come to me and say, I want to go to spirit, I want to listen to spirit. And the question is how you treat yourself, how you treat your body, how you treat science, how you treat medicine. Because being spiritual person, it doesn't mean I don't respect science or mind or us as human. And sometimes it is like, I love nature, I love animals, I hate people. You are person, you talking about yourself. So for me, the first step is to respect ourselves. It doesn't mean I will put myself above someone or below someone. I will respect myself as part of nature, that I am part of nature. Wild, strange, because I can walk, trees cannot, and maybe that's better for them because they are very brave. They are here for millions years and they have so many tragedy to survive. They are incredible, but we are fast, we run. And also, science tools show that trees in the places where wind cannot blow also move. And the move of these plants, it depends also how the moon is moving. So human eyes cannot see it. We think, yeah, plants not moving, or maybe when winds blow, but they move. And it depends how light is moving around them, not only sun, but also moon. So I will start here to just recognize where I am. And this is spell in Polish is better, but it's the first spell when someone join or start to walk shamanic path is please recognize and don't follow. Recognize, don't follow. So just recognize and not follow. Recognize what happened in you and don't follow. Because for me, human, I understand person like human person, uh, like mind, body, emotion, and spirits, four of them. And they are all connected. And sometimes in neo-shamanic way, people just respect so much spirit and don't respect body, don't respect boundaries. There is so much abuse and not treating serious other people in many practice like tantra or neo-shamanism. Body is just a tool. And for me, I am body. Right now, I am body. My spirit is much longer, much oldest, but I have to go to dark places when I start to speak with my spirit. You have to respect my body. The old way to give me sickness, to stop me, is end because I stop. I understand. Now I listen. Now I want to listen through different sensation. And it is very often when initiation begin, there is a lot of different and hard things happening, like sickness, losing relationship. We are very lonely, very alone. And you ask about how to understand what's happening. So this is the beginning. Recognize, don't follow, and relax. Deep relax what's happened in this body and what body is telling to me. And if you can feel that this is from childhood, go to great therapists. Find someone who is professional, who supervise his work. Don't ignore other tools. Help yourself from respecting other helpers, not only spiritual works. But if you done this thing and spirits start to talk to you, they give, I think, almost always some jobs. That's not perfect word jobs, but they give like you have to go there, you have to do this, you cannot eat this anymore, you have to leave this person. And for me, it was like 4 years living alone in forest, in small house. They trained me. They trained me to change my way of living, and I didn't want it. It was scary. It was terrible, but it's also beautiful. So this great step, but also scary steps, is to start really listen. And you can find something that you can call synchronize. That's
Synchronicities?
synchronicities. Yes, something happened. So you feel something. You have some scars, and they maybe start talk to you because you remember something from past. So you have to prepare to new way of living, and lots of different behavior collapse. And I always say there is two basic powerful tools. One is love, and the other is discipline. In English, also discipline, you can say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you, if you want to go shamanic path, you have to all the time work with connection, love with discipline. Not discipline and then love, but love and discipline together. And that's necessary. And lots of people want just love, and they forget love and dismiss love with pleasure, or treating bad your children, your parents, your and abandon them because spirit told me now I'm free, I don't care about you. No, that's bullshit. You have to love your people, your tribe, your family. And some people just, okay, now I have discipline, I will punish myself, I will treat my mind very bad. In lots of spiritual ways, human mind is like, you cannot thoughts, you have to meditate. Thoughts are wrong, just find place without thoughts. Thoughts are great, mind is beautiful, it's body, it's water. So it is like it must be one line through mind and body and emotion through spirit, and everything what's happened in mind, emotion, body, or spirit have impact through the other three ways. So uh, I treat it, because that's my life, and life I didn't choose, but now I love it. I treat it with big responsibility. I did lots of different work, but that is the biggest responsibility I found in shamanic way.
Hmm. Thank you for that context. If I were to try to summarize it, it sounds like there is deep importance on recognition, realizing your place your connection to plants, animals, water, mountains, forests, seas,
Hmm.
other people, ancestors, I guess, as well, like, because that puts us in place to time. And once you realize where you are and where you're connected to, you also realize that you aren't just mind with thoughts. You aren't just a body with feelings. You are this interconnected, integrated, sacred thing. Not maybe thing isn't even the right word, because everything seems to be like a process in a way. Everything is changing and becoming and affecting everything else. So you are in this big ocean of stuff, and
Yeah, that's true.
and
But for me, this is also a little dangerous because it is very close to like non-duality thinking. I was there for many years and I see many traps there. I agree with everything what you said, but shamanics told me, okay, but your mind and your body is very important. They will
Mhm.
never again. This will die. So how you treat this mind, how you recognize your role in this world as a human, because for spirit, it matters who you are, you as a person, how you treat your not only stones and land, that's very important, and river. So in my shamanic school, the biggest practice, this is practice for nature. So every student has this is obligation, 160 hours for 1 year. You have to work as volunteer for nature in my school, recognizing Odra River, the second largest river in Poland, as a legal person. So shamanic is not only a ritual ceremony and fly, through the experience. No, it is this is spell. I cannot translate it, but it is the spell. The spirit told me, for spirit, it matters who you are. This is very important. Who you are as a person. They can choose you or not choose you because who you are, how you act, what is your skills, how they can use you to to communicate with other people. This is something about you also. You have a platform and you decide who you invite and why, and you can like share something. And I see it, and it is for me funny sometimes that people talk to me through the things or tools and objects. When I'm engaging in like spending 10 hours through computer, they will probably start talking to me through computer somehow. My computer sometimes shut down or something strange happens. So uh, yeah, but being person is also very important.
you just reminded me of an interesting idea, because I want to talk about the Odra River as well and your work there, because it's incredible and beautiful and inspiring. So I want to get to that. But one thing before we do that you just said, I wonder if computers and our technology is speaking to us, because when you think of a computer, it's made of minerals.
Yeah.
Like there are minerals inside, it's made of metals and alloys, which are natural things of this earth that we've melted and affected and put into, a certain shape. And we put electricity through it, which is another natural force. It's elemental. So, what do you think? I've never thought about this, but what do you think about things like AI and technologies? Could there be some animated intelligence or spirit that comes up through these things that we can access and engage with?
Mm. Yeah, I think about it a lot. Sometimes I think about window. When I look through window, I look through Sens. So we also make this, and like you say, that's true. Everything comes from Earth or space inside our body. The scientists told it is like 75% of how to say stars dust. Yeah, we are made from it, and our computers, everything. So I experienced it couple times. First I ignore it because I think, no, it's not possible. I have like drums or stone, and there that is tools of spirits. But no, I understand that uh, there's lots of different spirits, and they sometimes need a home and they can live somewhere. For example, in car, sometimes we treat our cars like homes, or like great tools to escape, to run from your house or your close one, just to hide yourself, to find something very intimate and good. So cars sometimes have this function to be shelters. It is very possible that spirits can choose it as a home if you are connected with your spirit and many different spirits. can come to you. So it is very possible. And I want to be active in this way. So I don't only wait. So I have many homes to hungry spirits where they can live. Now I understand how to navigate through this world of material world and spiritual world, but it can very much happen because, for me, it is like when I have, how to say, from wings, it is one is a feather, or how to say, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So I sometimes use a feather like a tool when I work with tribe, with group of people. And shaman is, it's not starting when I catch the drum and start drumming. People can feel something. They can be interested or scared. They can maybe even have a journey. But the real shamanic start for me when I, in this world, catch feather or drum, and in the another world, beyond the curtain, spirits also catch the same feather at the same time when I'm doing it. And from this moment, the healing or the shamanic world start. So when I'm in the car, and I may be not only in the car, because car start to be for me something different, and I start to speak to my car, and I start to be close to my car, and I treat with respect and maybe even love. So I don't only treat with respect of love this car, but the way of this car. Where is it come from? As you say, an apple is just the big line of amazing trees, and we all have the same ancestors. We all came from water. We are almost water, yeah, our body. So we are very much connected. The trap for me, or something dangerous, if when we decide to speak this, say, oh, we are all connected, nothing really matters, yeah, in spirits everything is great, I don't like it so much because we have so much work to do. There are people who
Mm.
lost their homes. They're murdering right now in Gaza people. So Ukraine is devastated. So many places in world right now are just treating very, very wrong human and non-human, because when war is coming, so not many people cares about animals, wild animals, and trees and rivers. They are destroyed. We destroyed human, non-human, spiritual world. So we have something to do. We have something to do here, and the shamanic is helping for me find the answer why I am here, why I am here right now with you, talking through this microphone, why I am in this body, why I am in 2025, why I am in this country, why I have this family. Why? And when I found this answer, life is much easier, so much easier, because I can accept lots of things and also understand, and maybe even go to shamanic journey to understand. Okay, I choose lots of this. I choose to be here because it's so very powerful time in our race, and there is so many possibilities to do something important, not only scrolling Instagram. I do sometimes. I scroll Instagram. I know, I do it also. I don't want to judge anyone, but there is important work to do.
Yes, and thank you for saying that because I feel the same as you. I often get very frustrated when I hear people kind of use this spiritual bypass.
Mhm.
Everything is love, everything is beautiful, everything is perfect. For me, it ignores what you're saying, which is like we have stuff to do. We need to respect life and the spirit around us, which is why your work with Odra River is so touching and beautiful. And I wonder if you would like to speak a little bit about that for people who don't know.
Yeah, with pleasure. And as I speak with you, and I think I will just stop afraid to speak in English because I don't do it. And I think, okay, I can express at least something, not everything. So this work started in 2022 in Odra River. This is second largest river in Poland. The great disaster happened. European Parliament called this disaster the greatest disaster in modern Europe. So during this disaster, that's what happened. It was 65 million mussels dies, 147 million snails also dies, and fish between 82 to 122 million fish dies. And the bodies of this creature was 1,650 tons, but we don't know what happened with this body who go to ground. Also birds eat from this polluted river, and this disaster happened because of us, because miners put salt into rivers, and there was not much water, heat was very strong, and we pollute this river. We almost killed this river. And for me, this is my sister, this is my ancestor, and I think she's an old dragon. And I know she can heal. She once healed me. Like, this is not a story, metaphoric, or someone can treat it like this. Of course you can. But she healed me, not only my, emotion or my mind, but she healed my body. I was in home and she said, Robert, come on. And I was sick from many weeks. And she said, come on, come on. And I was okay. That was in the moment I have to do when some spirits call me. And I go to her and I say, ask, what now? And she said, walk with me. And that's it. And she stopped speaking. And I walk. It was like 45 minutes, maybe 1 hour. And I go home and I was healthy. And I'm grateful for her. But anyway, what happened in 2022 when this disaster happened? We all in Poland was very like devastated. Media, politics, everybody speak about this. And I talked to my tribe, my people, my followers, because I have privilege to be in New Zealand, and there is one Ganui River, the first river in our world recognized as a legal person. It happened in 2017. So I say to my people, hey, let's do it to Odra River. Let's recognize her as a legal person. And lots of people respond. And we call ourselves Odra Tribe because the Odra is the most important person in our tribe. And I initiate lots of action from this moment. It was like, first was movie, because I work as journalist for many years. So I have in my phone many contacts. So I call to many like famous people, actors, also Nobel Prize winner Olga Tokarczuk, and many different people. And I write some appeal, I write in Polish important words to government, and I give few sentences for every one of this. It was more than 20, about 30 people. Everybody read this short sentence in video, and we make a one video and we send them. No one respond. So another step was petition. About 15,000 people sign up. No one responds. And then we did the Great March for Odra. It was 44 days, 230 people, almost 1,000 kilometers from the place where Odra is born in Czech Republic, the source of Odra. You can drink, this water in source of Odra. It's clean, it's beautiful, to the sea. So we walk through night and day just to try to involve people in Poland and show in media. And it helps a lot. The awareness grow and grow in Poland. Another action was like 50 days. I was running Shamanic School, and students of my school, they did amazing job. They did lots of this job. It was like 50 days and 50 events. It was online every day at 7 p.m. It was some event. Someone prepared something. So students from my school did it, and I also invite 20 famous people like scientists and journalists and lawyers. And the jobs for everyone, it was the same. Make a story, but main character must be Odra River, and you can do whatever you want. And someone make a movie, someone make write something, someone write article of science, different things. And the last biggest campaign that the students from this year school, we gather 100,000 signatures in Poland. We prepare the legal draft to recognize Odra as a legal person in Poland, like in Spain. They did it with Mar Menor Lagoon. You have to collect signatures. We have 3 months. It have to be 100,000. And they said that when they count that it was 92,1998. But 41 politics say, oh, you did a great job. We will put this bill into parliament. And now when we speak, we don't know what will happen with this bill. They will accept it or no. But my job is done for now, because the debate was amazing. Media was amazing. And that was also for me about story, because I think you cannot separate water from body. Body to be alive and healthy, you cannot separate. And you cannot separate healthy thoughts from love. It's not possible. So this action was very much about consciousness. We want to change the law. We want to make a Odra legal person, but we want to also change how we think about nature. This is the right of nature movement, yes. So we see, I see, we see, because Odra tribe, that's lots of different people. Nature is alive. So yeah, and spirit just give me, I say job. So you have to do they make a great march. So spirit told me something, I do it, and uh, yeah, I'll make a lot of mistakes. I'm sometimes angry and frustrated, and I disappoint people. But I stay with Odra, I stay with her, and I invite lots of people to join me. Please join me. Please join me. Please do it. we want to save this river. I really love her. I want to save her. And I don't know how to do it. So I choose many different concepts and tools to do it.
Hmm. Yeah, I love this. It gives me a warm feeling, and to know that there are people out there so passionate and caring and dedicated, because it seems like this took time. There were many actions, and you were even, if I understand correctly, you were even in front of the United Nations making the case for this.
I go the government from Bolivia invite me to go to New York to main course of United Nations, and I never was in New York. I never was in United States, but I go when I thought, okay, I can speak in the name of Odra in United Nations. But it was bittersweet experience, to be honest, because my experience was I was there. It was general assembling on higher level. They call it like this, and I hear the people from many countries and they speak beautiful words. China said they care about nature. Israel said they care about nature and neighbors. And everybody speak. And I feel, and they don't give voice to us and indigenous people. They close our mouth. They shut us down. So my experience was I was in separated nation, not in United Nation. So after this visit, I still cross my finger. Yes, United Nation, because the idea was beautiful many years ago. Let's unite lots of nations. But my experience being inside this building and experience what I experienced was, oh no, I'm so disappointed. I was devastated. There were so many beautiful people from all over the world, Peru and also German and Spain, people who work like I and we for nature, for right of nature movement. Then they don't give us voice. They was interesting in listen, politics, and they invite us. Then we heard that they are afraid of this right of nature movement because there is now more than 600 places all over the world. People like us try to recognize some part of nature as a legal person, river, lake, mountain, and miners and business are afraid if this movement grows and grows and it grows rapidly or very strong in last years, they cannot treat rivers like garbage again. And treated river as a garbage is for profit good because they can put pollution there, they can put salt there. So yeah, I was honored, to be there. I was very touched. I was prepared. I have my speech, but it wasn't like I thought.
Mm,
Hmm.
yeah.
But we have to do. I don't stop there. I have to do again. I also when what's happened right during the wars, I back again and again to the place where I don't want to also answer the question, but because there is action and respond to action. I don't know this word, how to say action and when you just respond to action. So you are not making action really. You are just talking with someone. So for me, it's very important to just bring this story, this action who are from source. So I'm peaceful activist. I don't want to fight with anyone. So for me, it's very important because the climate crisis is supported by narrative crisis, by stories crisis,
Mm,
imagination crisis. So I back again. Okay, my story will be clean. I try my action to be clean. And in Poland, the signature we gather, we have no money, no organization support us, no politics state with us. We just do it because we believe rivers are ours and we belong to rivers belong to us, we are connected, so we don't want to use them. So I back from United Nations to my tribe and my land to the place. Okay, again, I will find the source through me and I will act from this place.
yeah, I love what you're saying there. I love how we're coming back to story, because I agree with you that there's a narrative crisis, there's an imagination crisis. The stories that we're telling ourselves as a people are becoming harmful, short-sighted reflections of opportunistic capitalism, kind of ugly stories that
Mhm.
make ugliness in the soul. And you were saying that story is very important in shamanic work, and I guess mythologically, story used to be the ways that we would make sense of the world. They would convey truth and wisdom and beauty and give us a sense of relationality, relationship to nature and in nature. I guess my question to you is, have you uncovered or how do we create a new story, a story that's good enough that people can feel it and it can actually start to change culture and change us as people?
Mm. Um, so I will tell you how spirits with me did it when I start, because I learned that I cannot be the one who decide about everything. So after this 4 years initiation, I felt inside me, okay, I know something. I know something about spirits. I know something how to navigate through this world. I want to share this. And spirit told me, okay, call people, but you have no money for this. Don't put any price. Just do it because you want to share. Be honest. Till now, I don't sell my shamanic work. Everybody can join if they have good intention. And I ask them, please share with me your money, but you decide how much. I never ask. I never give like from this to this. No, no, no. You decide. So I don't sell shamanic works, and they teach me. And when I start, I open this call. I invite you. That will be the training about basic how to walk through shamanic. 6 weeks, 6 ceremony, 88 people come, and I told them, okay, so if you want to say thank to me, please give money, choose some organization who work for nature and give them money. And it works. It starts like this. So I see how sometimes young people or passionate people start to do something and they start to think, okay, how to sell it? What will I have for it? And right now my calendar is full to the next month. I have no place for people. I don't invite new people. It is not possible. I usually sometimes open the place for people, and in few hours there's like dozens of people, and I have to close it because they felt something. So I think for me it's important how to create this story. You have to make rituals. You have to do rituals. Rituals are necessary. Rituals, I cannot do it without rituals. So you have to be involved in rituals. And I also learn how to do rituals, how to build a map, how to build a circle, how to put something in places around you, how to bound to ancestors, your ancestors really, and how to think about people who will be after you, and do rituals. And doing rituals is offline. I usually do it on very clean floor. I go to nature, I go to forest, I go to tree, I go to river. I don't do ritual there usually because I want to respect nature. Don't want to put my smell, my drums there. If it's necessary, it is. But 99% of my rituals are in, I just need floor to build a circle and do ritual there. I want to be during ritual naked, and I want to dance. I want to. I'm sweating. I smell like me, and I go as long as I can to connect the spirits, because for me it's not so easy to go to them. They can come to me, but at one point I have some things to ask. I ask them about how many people be in next tribe, how will I work them, what can I say in the beginning, what kind of jobs I have to give them. And I say, spirits, I will not think about it. You have to tell me, and you have to tell me I can understand it. So during rituals, my mind is very far away. I use audio recorder. I record during rituals some sentence, and then I listen it and write. And I tell people, you have to do this, this, and it works. So shamanic works. It's not people who think how to do it. Spirit must tell you, and you just follow this and be honest, to separate your thoughts, other thoughts, ego thoughts from spirit thoughts. So this fourth story is very helpful when you start to understand, okay, someone teach me how to do it. Because everyone who practice shamanism make something different, make something original, make individual tools, original tools. Especially in Europe, we don't have like background, we don't have elders, we don't have indigenous. We all are indigenous in some way, but we don't have this kind of support. So you have to be honest to do rituals, and rituals are simple. You know when and how you open, you know when and how you close ritual, but you cannot know what happened in the middle. But you you can plan, okay, next full moon, it is my time for ritual. 5 hour, you go to forest, no phone, no people, no stories, just you and nature. That will be cleaning, that will be preparation. Just go, don't think too much, just go. And then you come to the clean floor, another 5 hour. You open the ritual, you build a circle, and you wait. You have your tools, you have drums, you have medicine if you want, like plants, or no, you have water. There is empty in your stomach, there is empty in your mind. And you ask them, please tell me, or come to me, or explain, or what is your intention? So I will not open ritual without intention. Intention is necessary. Intention is not only where I go, but why I go there, why I go to spirit, what is mine. Lots
Hmm.
of people want to experience spirits, but why? Why? What is your intention? And if it's only intention for you, it's usually they will not appear so easy. If its intention is not only for you, but also you will help other people, they will come. So yeah, my last book, sixth book, I write six book. I write more, but published was six. And the last book, also I didn't put price on this book, and it is all this book is about how to alone make ritual in your home, because that's what happened to me. I have no background. I was writer, I have big ego, I was journalist, I want to be famous and write, and just no, I wasn't interested in this. And they stopped me very very hard. I was like very ill, very sick, and they stopped me, and they, okay, now we'll train you. And they train me, and they show me the tools. So now I know it is possible for everybody to make, not maybe to be shaman, but to make ritual. Rituals are powerful, and from rituals new story begin, because stone have also story. Some they say sometimes that the stones are like mother's earth bones, so there's lots of memory in the stones. River has story, the trees, the oak, have stories. So yeah, listen, there is lots of voices. Don't listen everything, it's no, but listen. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, thank you for that as well, because it's a good reminder
Mm,
that stones are ancient keepers of time, and everything has these stories encased inside of them. And if we can listen hard enough, they will tell us their stories. If we love them enough, they will tell us their stories.
yes. Or if you love your question, that's sometimes enough. You don't have to love yourself, they will teach you. But if you love question, you say these words, remember. Sometimes it's all what it is, and that is all what we need. Sometimes that is all what happened during ritual. When it is good ritual, you can remember. In Dagara tribe in Burkina Faso, they say that we come to this world because there is a plan already. Plan. And when we are in belly, mother's belly, there is plan inside us, but we forget. So the work of shamans and rituals is to us to remember why. And that's enough. You start your life when you remember, and you not only use yourself and other people, but use it is not the bad words. You are in contact or connection with, I have few stones, only few, because it's really not good to go to land and just grab stone. It is like kidnap. You cannot do it. And maybe some
Mm.
stones, there's bad spirits you don't want to be. So I work only with helping spirits, not with every spirits. I don't invite lots of spirits. No, thank you. But I have stones, they are really my friends. They help me when I work, like they lost some part of themselves, their souls or their spirit, and I help them to bring this losing part. The stones can really help. So this connection, real authentic connection, is also helpful.
The more you speak, the more questions I start to get. There was a question about ritual that I had when I was thinking, can anything be a ritual if you have the right intention, or do there need to be certain things that happen to make it a ritual?
I think it not everything can be ritual, but during everyday action, ritual can happen to you. So you can have no plans and something happen to you, someone come to you, spirits come to you. But I prefer the way, it is like you fall in love with someone, and if you wait for this someone to come to your house, you like clean your house, make maybe something good to eat. You are prepare yourself, and that is the biggest step and the most important step during rituals. And lots of people forget about these steps. They want to just start
Mm.
ritual. Preparation are necessary, because everything what you bring inside circle work with you during ritual. So for me, preparation is crucial. It is important. That's why before ritual, I turn off my phone. No stories, no books, no movies, no people. Many hours, just me and nature, to just calm down mind, to just calm down the story of mine, the story of others, and my story. Then I can find real intention, and then only then I open the ritual. Because when I'm
Hmm.
very deep involved in story of others, mind story and body story and ego story, I cannot hear the spirits. Maybe they speak, but I cannot hear. I'm so like frustrated or angry or sad. So the ritual is very simple. For me, it's very necessary to have like really build a circle. Where is east, there is east. Where is north, there is north. There is something. The direction of words are powerful, meaningful, and clean flow is great. You inside, and maybe some tools, not many tools, and beginning just how you open this ritual. Okay, I open. I maybe don't know what I am doing exactly, but I open ritual. I dedicate myself, my time, human. I live inside my spirit, so I dedicate myself to spirit. He's bigger, she or it, whatever. There's different. They're different, and I wait. I ask. I thank. I ask, and I don't have to follow, exact things I will do because this is ceremony. Ceremony is usually for people. You can have lots of plans. You are performing during ritual. You really must be close to to this mantra, on to this powerful words. I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, and stay with I don't know, because from this new story can happen. Also, preparation is sometimes cleaning the floor. It is also very powerful. This is ritual. You do what your parents and grandmothers do before you, and you just remember, okay, cleaning is important. Just have a clean space. You prepare for someone important. You make space for someone who will come from other world. Just do it with honest. And if they will not come, you will not listen. At least you have a clean house. But you prepare something. So this real shamanics really involve you as a person. This is not only journey, especially when you work with people who are traumatized and they experience lots of different things, and they maybe lost belief in mind or people, therapists. You have to be honest, and preparation, that's the most important thing. And after ritual, if ritual was good, you need time to landing, to integrate, not jumping from ceremony to ceremony. Just land. You have lessons, you have jobs. Okay, now involved to discipline with love. Now do it.
Hmm.
Now do this, and then another ritual. New moon, full moons, they're usually great pretext or great moment to just do it.
And there was another thing you said about this distinction between going to a spirit and inviting the spirit as two different things, that you can approach the spirits or try to enter into dialogue with them, and you could also wait or encourage them to come to you. Is this accurate, that there's two ways to?
Or maybe even the third way will be you don't do nothing, or you sleep, or you walk, and they will take you to vision or to
Hmm.
some strange experience. You see something, you feel something, you hear something, and lots of people come to me because they're afraid something happened to me. Am I sick? My mind is well, or it is start of some disaster or disease? Yeah, but there's different way. You can just prepare and wait, and you can also go. I think for the beginning, it's better to wait, to just prepare, be ready. You have a good question, you have a good intention. You want to be like you want to have love, you want to be healthy, and my spirit will never, I think, appear to me, never take me to this beautiful, amazing dance, if I will not be ready and involved to run first tribe. I told you about this 88 people. Uh, few, not even days, but hours before I start this, my spirit come to me. I was ready. I will do it, whatever, because I knew he was, but my spirit come to me because I start doing something not for me, but I start follow the rules of spirits. And the main rules is respect, but it is action. I understand love and respect. This is for me not a feeling. This is action. I understand love as an action and respect also as an action. So the other way is like to go to journey, use drums very fast. For me, it works usually to calm your mind, to forget about the stories and go to your spirits, to the different place. But that's a mission, you are on the mission. And also, again, intention is necessary. Why? What for? What you need? Sometimes I have intention. Meet my spirits and intention collapse. No, it's bullshit. I lie to myself. I don't want it this. So the
Hmm.
clear intention is also very necessary.
And where does plant medicine journeying fit into this equation? Because when I think of it, I could understand it simultaneously as an invitation to spirit and a reaching out to spirit at the same time.
Mhm.
Is it both of those at the same time? And I, personally, I'm with you. I think that these things are not necessary. I don't think you need plant medicine to do these things, but a lot of people use them. A lot of indigenous people have been using them for a long time. And I guess they help some people and they're useful for some people. But my concern with it is, how do we avoid cultural appropriation? How do we honor these sacred plants? And
Mhm.
it feels like a sticky, tricky situation with plant medicine.
Yeah, I think there is no like saint on secret plants. Every plants are secret or no secret, so we have to like agree of this. And in every country, there are plants who can support your journey. In every country, in every world, and lots of shamans don't use plants to go to journey. When I work with people, I don't use any medicine to drink, to smell, to put into nose or any. I don't use any medicine, and it works for me.
Hmm.
But I did my first ceremony with ayahuasca was in Peru. I did wachuma. I did plant medicine, and I'm grateful for this. But the most important thing for me is because some people think that this is only shamanism when you use plant medicine, and it's not true. If you use just one tool to work with spirits, that means maybe you are addicted or maybe you don't know really. So plants can work to like very powerful open the door. If you cannot open the door or if your mind is very heavy, they can help. But sometimes, like you said, using plant medicine is only to escape from your life. It's only to have a great experience or hard experience, but different experience than reality. And it's really, you can see these people sometimes, it's nothing changed in his life. They speak differently, they use different language, but they don't love each other more. They don't start to work for nature. Nothing changed. They just run to ceremony from ceremony. And the goal for me is to be in contact with spirit. And there is so many ways. And if you only use one way, that's very not healthy. And addiction, I don't know this word in English, but addiction in spiritual work is like be catch by some bad spirits, like you are in trap. So using plant medicine can be addicted very much, not only maybe for body but for mind. I think sometimes it's very helpful, very healthy, but the intention should be first. And when you decide, okay, I go to ceremony with plants, you like missteps or first intention. You have intention and thinks about like 10 different tools or 20 and choose the best tool. Don't choose first tools. First, your intention. What is your intention? You want to have strong, powerful, devastating experience, maybe go to plant medicine. But why? What for? And as you say, there's also this subject of indigenous people, and we white people who work in Europe or North America, we have like so many beautiful plants in our country. We can work with this. We don't need to go to ayahuasca to devastate rainforest and to support business. This shamanic business. And I don't think it's necessary. The water, that's powerful medicine. The wind is very powerful when you are ready. Fire can take you to amazing journey when you try to respect fire. Don't put garbage there. The earth is very powerful. She eat, she consume. You can put to earth some seeds and it will grow. Earth is alive. For me, also stones are very powerful tools. And also, Spirit told me one time, put water in some glass in the morning, just put their water. In the evening, Spirit told me, okay, now give this water to plants, some plants. And I did it. and then say, okay, now you do it every day. So every day I put water, clean water, close to my bed, and every evening I give this water to plants. And it was day after day, week after week, month after month. I didn't know what I was doing. Sometimes spirit work with me like this. I really didn't know. I was just doing it. It was long ritual. And its ritual ends when the spirits and water take me in spiritual walk to journey to source, and I drink from this, and it was beautiful, amazing. And spirit said, okay, now enough, lesson is complete. And I didn't drink any medicine, but it was powerful. It was probably more powerful than any ceremony I was involved. And I really try lots of plants. My last book, it is very big book about plants, 50 plants, so I respect plants. Plants are amazing, but coffee and tea and strawberries and outdoors. There is tree everywhere. We have plant medicine. I respect mind, and spirit also respect mind. So it's not necessary, but sometimes maybe it is needed. Why not? Just be respectful. I think that's the tool. That's the key, maybe.
Hmm. Yeah, thank you for that as well. I think that's a great point that these plants are around us. Strawberries are plants,
Yeah,
tea and coffee, and we use them often. We don't remember, like you said, we don't remember that these things are sacred plants, and they give themselves to us in a spirit of giving and reciprocity, like your work. You were saying, I'm here to give this to you, and you can give back. And the plants use this rule as well. Nature is based on this, and there's beauty in this. So
yeah.
I, I like what you're saying here, and I would love to keep talking longer, but I know we're coming up on time. How much more time do you have? Do you have to go, or do you want to speak for?
Yeah, I slowly have to go. So maybe, yeah,
Okay.
I think slowly we
Okay.
can land, but it is really good conversation. I thought in my mind, okay, 20 minutes, half an hour for my English is enough, but I see. So yeah, I think we can slowly end if that would be okay
Okay.
with you.
Yeah, so we can end. I hope to talk to you again one day, so maybe this
Yes.
isn't the last time. And I like to save the ending for, like, I guess two things for you. One, if there's anything you wanted to say or a thought, something you've been thinking about that you wanted to share with listeners that didn't come up in this conversation. And two, just where people can find you, what you have going on. Maybe you have some courses coming up, stuff like this. So just the last space just for you, for stuff that you want to talk about.
Okay. So I start from this. For now, I don't have place for new people, so please don't, just don't, till the probably last of this year. I'm not welcoming. No, I am, but I don't want to be rude in this way. In the September, when this not spring after summer is what? Autumn.
Autumn equinox or
Yes, autumn
autumn
equinox. In
season.
autumn equinox, I opened the door last time in this year for workshop. This workshop is in January in Poland, 5 days retreat. It is workshop about soul retriever. I did it one time in a year. A year, this workshop with me is psychotherapist also. She supports working with body. I work with spirits. There is like about place for 35 to 40 people, not more. And so the autumn how to say, please help me, autumn
Equinox.
equinox, yeah, that's I opened the door in midnight, and usually after a few hours there is no more place, because it depends who came first, and also intention is important. So maybe you are very first, but your intention is important. That's the rules in me. You have to answer a few questions: who you are, what is your intention. And I also ask about donation after you join or you experience this, but it depends on you how much you want. I learned to ask, yes, please support my work, but I don't put any price for this. And have no place for work one on one, so I don't do it right now. I have two tribes in August and September, but they are full, so no. And my work is in Polish. I don't work in English. I think my last book about shamanism is great. This is like the lots of experience from past years how to create this ritual, but it is only in Polish again. And I have my podcast Peaceful Love also in Polish. So when Polish listener are there, so just can do it. I hope one day this book will be translated to English, and it may be then, please find it. And I think we speak so many subjects, but for me, maybe we didn't talk about it, but it is important. If you have part of land close to you, very small maybe, and even if you live in the city, for me it is important to leave at least some part of this land untouched, so trust can grow and die peacefully. It is important, and it is also sometimes great door to work with spirits, to respect spirits, because learning in nature is very, 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 very helpful. And for me, it's also important to speak about nature as mother, as sister, as brother, as not as a person, like human person, but as a living being. And I think we need right now people who are able and brave to just speak in the name of nature. Women didn't have rights. LGBT community in Poland still don't have rights in many places. So many people didn't or don't have rights, but also nature don't have rights. So I'm very grateful for every people who can speak in the name of nature, like in the name of someone who is really alive. And yeah, so maybe this.
Yeah, thank you for that. I think that's also very important and a much needed message to a lot of people. So I'm happy that that is out there now and people will hear it. And I just want to thank you for your time, Robert, for giving yourself, for staying through for an hour, a little over an hour. And it was great to speak with you. I still have so many questions, but maybe one day your courses will open in English, or I will learn Polish. My partner is Polish and I'm in Poland now. So I have an incentive to learn the language, but it will probably take me quite some time,
Yeah.
some time. But thank you for all you do and
Mm.
all you give and for the impacts you're making on the world and nature and for Odra and for everything else you do. It was great to pass through with you.
Thank you very much. And there are many different initiation. I think the main for me, we speak about shamanic initiation, but there are many different initiation. And for me, the talking with you was initiation to be more open and brave about speaking English, because I really don't like how I sound in English. So thank you for that. I will always remember that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for passing through today. Yeah, you, dear listener, thank you for your support, for your attention, for spending some time with me and this episode's guest. If you're enjoying this content, please subscribe, rate it, like it, tell your friends about it, buy a billboard somewhere next to a highway promoting it. I mean, I'm kidding, of course, but your support really does mean a lot to me. So thank you for listening, and I will talk to you next time.